Howdy, welcome back. So today we're going to look at a pretty unique cap and ball revolver. This is a Armi San Marco. They call it the 1860 Army, but those of you who are a little familiar with the history of cap and ball Colts know that they never made a brass framed 1860 Army. So this is actually a Navy size frame, which is similar to the single action Army size frame later. But you can tell that an actual Army size frame is longer in the grip. I can get all three of my fingers comfortably on the 1860 Army grip, but I can't on there's about a half of a finger overhanging the bottom, or you can shoot them like this with your finger underneath. But so I thought this would be a good candidate for the Avenging Angel treatment, where they're snub-nosed 1851s or 1861s or 1860s sometimes, that are sometimes attributed to Porter Rockwell, known as the Destroying Angel of Mormondom, or the Avenging Angel sometimes in Western lore. And I thought this would be a good candidate for that treatment. So it's a little roughed up, and the brass has been vapor treated with vinegar, and then I brushed off the green verdigris with some paper towel and oiled it up, and that's it. And then the steel was treated with half vinegar and half water, and then a little bit of fine steel wool did that kind of an antique look. Dinged up the grips a little bit. They probably need to be stripped, but I think I'm gonna leave it like this for a while and shoot it. And this particular one, I have a, if you can check my other videos for this, I've made a custom loading lever that allows you to still use the rack and pinion type loading lever. I just ground these two guys off so you can still use it to load. And we'll see how that works today. I've never shot this pistol, so let's load her up and shoot. On a brass frame one, you don't want to shoot, especially a 44, you don't want to shoot a full 30 grain load generally, because the brass will stretch. So we're going to keep it to around 20 today. And it's not really made for accuracy. This is kind of a belly gun, across the table distances. Apparently, Porter Rockwell killed more outlaws than Wyatt Earp, Bat Masterson, Doc Holliday, and Tom Horn combined. So, and he also had created the famous quote, "I never killed a man who didn't need killing," which John Wayne later used in one of his movies. I can't remember which one, but anyway, he's a very interesting character. Look him up, and we're gonna see if this is worthy of him today. See if we can hit anything from close-in distances, or probably not much farther than that with no front sight. Let's see how it goes. All right, first we're gonna shoot some caps. That much works. As far as I know, this has never been shot. I don't believe it's ever been shot, but it's been dry fired quite a bit as I got a cap jam already, I think. Yeah. The hammer has a circular indentation in it for where the nipple's been hitting it, so it's not quite in perfect tune, but it's setting caps off. Let's turn around to that one that we missed. All right, that much works. Load her up and see how whether she functions. All right, just show you the last one. So you had to line up the ball underneath the rammer, line up those pins in there, and give it a good crunch. Works great. And then you just take it out when you're done. These are Hornady 454 balls, and they are shaving a ring, but it's a very thin ring. See that there? So it's probably would be doing better with 457s in this revolver, but I don't have any of those right now. I'm gonna put some grease over the top. This is 20 grains of GoX 3F and 10 grains of cream of wheat, and then a Hornady 454 ball, and I'm gonna put some boar butter over the top. And then this one doesn't have safety pins, as you can see, so I'm gonna just load 5. All right, so here we go. It's hopefully the first shots probably ever with this Armi San Marco Avenging Angel. Just gonna shoot from the hip and see how we do. Well, it works. That one was dead center, right about the 6. That was right next to the first one. That's cool. It's got more recoil than you would expect because obviously the 8-inch barrel is missing and the loading lever, so it thumps pretty good. See how we did. So I got, my first shot was here, second shot was here, third shot was here. Fourth shot I think went through the same hole, and fifth shot was here, I believe. So that's what, 3-4 inches offhand at 3 yards from the hip. So definitely would get the job done. That's pretty cool. Let's try again. Now I'm curious to see whether a guy can hit anything with no sights. So this is about 10 yards back from the steel. We're gonna see, I'm gonna aim real low. Hit him nice and high in his right shoulder. From our perspective, it's the left shoulder. And the head and upper torso. On the bolt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So obviously the rear sight is the only thing you have any reference for other than the rounded front sight. So I was basically, let me see if I can get this focus. So I was basically holding like this. So the rear sight centered on the front rounded profile of the barrel, and then holding that on the very bottom, basically a 6 o'clock hold on the torso, and that's a 2/3 size torso from 10 yards. So you probably want to aim definitely belt or pelvic region if you're gonna actually try to aim with this thing without a front sight. Interestingly, these Remington number 10 caps on these cones are not fragmenting or falling off, which I find very interesting. None of my other guns do that. This is the only gun that I have that has ever kept the caps on the cones. So that's good, they're not falling into the action. All right, so this is gonna be from about 5 yards. We're gonna try some Hipfire, see how we do. This is not recommended for shooting steel this close, so don't do it. Well, sir, putting into that desperado. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First shots were center mass and I got higher as I went. So anyway, getting kind of smoky in here. So let me know what you think. One thing I'm curious about is whether you think I should add a lanyard. So one of the things that the ostensibly authentic Avenging Angel pistols or replicas thereof that have been sold as authentic have a hole drilled through this back corner of the grip frame here and a long leather lanyard that apparently old Port used to wear underneath his sleeping shirt or something, just in case. I'm not sure how, it'd have to be pretty long in order for you to get a reasonable extension, but I guess maybe if you were up close enough, that would work. And that would be kind of a heavy, dangly necklace to have around your neck, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, whether I should do that or not. Pretty cool. See you next time.